looks like we're back on. Good. What's good, y'all? It's Chigozy. We're gonna continue talking about, you know what it is, the Texas incident. The Texas, whatchamacallit, police chief putting on the information, giving you the shooting where you have 21 dead, or excuse me, 5 dead, 21 injured. So don't forget, Saturn equals 21, 5 dead. Saturn equals 2142. Saturn equals 2142, 5 dead, 5 equals 2142. And this is the key that you can see. This is a completely coded. Look at this Freemason doing the hidden hand right here, wearing the pentagram on his neck. 5 killed. So Odessa Police Chief Michael Gerke said the suspect of the Midland, Odessa shootings was a white male in his mid-30s. Jesuit equals 30. If you're new here, I have plenty of videos and predictions showing you how these events are completely synced up with the Jesuit order, which is the Masonic order within the Catholic Church. They're into sun worship, Saturn worship. That's why they're into Jesus, the sun, the keeper of time, Saturn, keeper of time, it's all that. And we saw how they did an L is Saturn, Paso shooting on August 3rd, 8/3, Murder 83, Society of Jesus 83. It was on a Saturday in Texas. And this is the thing that keeps you up to speed. Texas equals 69 and 30, just like Saturn. It also equals 24, the reflection of 42. It also equals 66. Please keep this in mind, because that's why the incident began at 3:17 p.m. I mean, it's just like this. 317 to 66 prime number. Texas 69, 24, the reflection of 42, like Saturn, Saturn 30. Saturn, the keeper of time. Death, judgment. Jesuit has the same thing, 42, 21, 30, just like Saturn. So that's why in El Paso, Texas, on a Saturday, they did this. El deity. This is what we're talking about. El is a Northwest Semitic word, and some new people to the stream might say that my stream is anti-Semitic, which is not. But I hope that I'll let you know who this is coming from. This Phoenician, Zionist Jew, Jesuit, Scottish Rite Freemasonic gang. El, deity, Saturn, their god. Israel. You get how they do it. Elohim. So in El Paso, Texas, they did it. So you see how the Society of Jesus Catholic Church is clearly putting this on. So they're saying that the white male is in his mid-30s. The incident began at 3:17 p.m. Kill equals 17 as well, so does Mason. When the vehicle came to a stop, the occupant shot the officer. But guess what kind of car it was? It was a gold Honda. Gold, silver, Silverstein, Goldman. What do you think this is? Honda. This is why they used a Honda. So again, 5 dead, Jesuit, Saturn, right? Honda. 42, 24, 21. When you write up 5, you get those same numbers. You see? Jesuit, Saturn, Texas, 24, like Honda. And you can't forget that Honda's from Japan. Japan 42, 30, like Jesuits. They are pointing this out. I'm going to check the chat real quick, make sure everything's going smooth. Back on, good. Looks good. Perfect. So, I will say again, yeah, happy slave labor weekend, Goy, exactly. It's slave labor weekend. That's what it is. There shouldn't be a fucking Labor Day. We're slaves for this motherfucking order. And then they're putting out events by the numbers. The vehicle drove westbound into Odessa, where another person was shot. The suspect continued through Odessa to 42nd Street, where Gerke said there were multiple victims. So 42nd Street, mid-30s, Saturn 30, 42, Honda 42, Jesuit 42, all right here. That's why I saved this. I did this in the last stream, but there was no screen. But this is what I was saving. So documenting this clear pattern. 42, Honda, it's about the Jesuits, mid-30s, 317. The 66 prime in Texas. We get these 2 Freemasons. Look at this duper's delights on this duper. And then this Freemason back here doing the hidden hand. That's the thing. Like, it's one thing that we get this stuff, but I hate being mocked by the police. That's a pet peeve of mine. It's been since day one. Being mocked by the police, either in reality, walking around, or looking at the propaganda. And every single day we're mocked by the police. Police equals 30. That's why they're involved in this ritual. So I do want to see what Michael Gerke sums to, just to show you again how it's going to very well sum to the numbers for Freemasonry. It could be Saturn, Texas, all that, but usually for these Freemasons, which are the police chiefs, it's Freemasonry, Masonry, all that. 227, that goes back to that as well. Ancient accepted Scottish rite of Freemasonry. Equals 227, like his name. Always by the numbers. And of course, 61 to 18th prime. Time equals 61. This is a time ritual. Odessa Police Chief Michael Gerke. And I'm just to put it on record, nowhere in this video am I going to say this is this event or that event. I'm just showing you what they're putting out numerologically, you know. Before someone comes and flags, I'm not saying anything about this event. And if you ask a question in the comments, unfortunately I can't answer, guys. We're being censored by YouTube. I can't say whatever I want. It's not a free country. Freedom of speech doesn't exist. And it's not supposed to. You know, I don't know why people think that we need freedom of speech. And you're like, what is he saying? I talk in this manner, guys, because we live in a tyrannical system, a dictatorship. Why would there be freedom of speech? Why would there be freedom of anything? We are slaves for this order. And once you internalize that, then you really know that we got to put these people out of commission. So, we could watch some Ghost CNN streaming for 10 minutes or something. Dumpster delight. Yeah, exactly. So, Boise now, Boise, Warren, Columbus, Ohio, these people all put on rituals. An error has occurred. You know, why couldn't I show that for everyone else watching this? Why is it when we want to watch it, this happens? Why can't all the programmed sheep get the error every single time? That's what I'm hoping for. I say it every single time this doesn't work, you know. Some deceived goy, though, down in Texas is probably watching this go into CNN Go now. CNN Go, Goyim, I'm sure they're doing that too. That's fine, I'm not going to fight with it. We'll try one more time. Oh. So we got 9 minutes, because we can get some propaganda from this. Commercial break in progress. See, they do this all the time. Commercial breaks in progress, and then they have the counter going down. These people are ridiculous. So, let's look through more of this. I mean, there's more in this Texas shooting. They keep updating this. USPS says its inspectors are assisting law enforcement with investigation. That means USPS is a participant in this event. Real quick, Odessa Police Chief Michael Gerke equals 143, like Scottish Rite Freemasonry. So USPS, if you don't know what USPS is, all my friends who aren't from this area of the world, it is the United States Postal Service. So it's the federal government putting on an event. I don't care if it doesn't say it's from the federal government or whatever, because they'll lie to you. But they said it's an independent agency, which is bullshit. It just means an agency where Trump has no power over, which is every single agency. The White House, the executive branch, the commander-in-chief of the military, that's an independent agency of the executive branch of the United States federal government. I promise you it is. Trump is just an actor. He has no power or control. So we see the USPS participating in this. USPS 24, 12, Saturn 42, 21. Perfect. Look how they use the same methods as well. That's why USPS is participating in the Saturnian ritual on a Saturday. USPS 33 like Masonry, because that's exactly what it is. USPS 30 like Jesuit. Jesuit 42 to reflection of 24. Jesuit 30. Jesuit 21 reflection of 12 like USPS. This is amazing, guys. We're sitting here looking at the propaganda stream. We're getting live updates. The freshest update we get 27 minutes ago, you know, Sun 27. Although I don't put too much weight on this because it does change all the time. But at least for the organic factor. But USPS is one of the latest ones. We got 2 more, but we see how we're getting this real time. USPS comes out, we plug it in. We see how some see the same thing as Jesuit. Again, Honda, so it's a gold Honda. Don't forget gold equals 38, like death, killing, murder. Gold 81 in the Jewish cipher, ritual 81. I think another disclaimer I have to say, there's a chance that my computer can like freeze and shut off. But I'm trying to keep this stream short anyway, because my computer will overheat. I still need to get this fixed and worked out on. But again, this stream's to announce my stream for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to stream for either half an hour, do a Q&A, and it'll be a good time. Artifacts show humans came to North America by water, not land.
Welcome back, Vice President Mike.
Oh, I saw that on Reddit. It's funny. It sounds like I sit on Reddit. I don't even sit on Reddit. There's just, some people can post a few relevant things on Reddit on specific boards. It's very rare to find. But like, if you click the back button, then you go to the main page. Someone was posting that. I mean, it's just more revealed science, like in history, piece by piece, contrived the way they want you to see it. Let me go back to the chat. Gurky like a pickle. Right? Hey, West Lisbon. No super chats. There's no super chats because my channel's not monetized. I need to have ads in my channel to even have super chats. And then once you guys super chat me, the Zionist Jews over at YouTube are going to take a big cut of it. It's just like, I'd rather make my own system of super chats. Like have program something that you can just like, I don't know. I can make it like there's people that do it. They have like a super chat system and they'll have like the thing come up on the screen, but it's not really from super chats. But maybe YouTube won't allow that because of course they're not going to get any of the money. But that's for the future. I do have a PayPal. I mean, I'll worry about all that in the future. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk about that more. I kind of want to be more consistent with the streaming as well. Yeah, I'm tired of this shit too. Yeah, no problem, Wisdoms. I'll see you tomorrow as well. Let's see how far we're into the stream. 12 minutes. So y'all stream for a little bit longer because we're pretty much done with the propaganda. I don't want to stream like all night on this. Kind of just want to make this a preview, but we'll see how it goes because it's hard to stop streaming sometimes. Let's see. Permian Basin asking students for safety checks. The University of Texas Permian Basin. So we're going to see Permian Basin, see this. Look for the more Saturnian numbers. Oh, Freemasonry 139, 373, the 74 prime, Masonry 74, Jewish 74, or Masonic equals 74, excuse me. Jewish 74. Notice how this also equals 166 like secret society. But the main takeaway is 139, Freemasonry 139, Masonic 74. And that's the 34th prime, murder 34. I really want to see Permian Basin. You have to take these specific things and decode that. Because there's University of Texas, Austin, University of Texas, whatever. I don't live in Texas, but you know what I'm trying to say. There's different places. So Permian Basin's one of them. And here they're putting it here. 58 like Freemasonry, 67 like Freemasonry, Rosicrucian, the 7758. Judaism 77, blood sacrifice equals 121. A Freemasonry branded blood sacrifice. And don't forget this 203. Don't forget how El Paso equals 23. Happened today with a life lesson number of 23. 83 is the 23rd prime. Happened on A/3. You could probably break down Permian and Basin, but sometimes I don't like to be too picky. Because then it's like, I like these numbers, Scottish. And it kind of takes you away from just the overall picture. And again, I hate confusing anyone. It's the last thing I'm trying to do. I try to keep it as simple as I can. And you can still see. 33 minutes ago. Synergy Entertainment Group released a statement on shooting. So Synergy Entertainment Group now is participating in this event. Synergy Entertainment Group. And we can do Synergy as well. These people participate. These people all have stocks. They all have all these things that I talk about. They all participate in the order. So you can understand their numbers and act accordingly. So Synergy Entertainment Group gives you the 134, Tisha B'Av number, destructive number. This 136, 316 is interesting as well. I know the sum of the numbers 1 through 16 gives you 136. Synergy equals 108.36. That's actually really, that connects to this thing as well. I was watching Zach's stream, the re-recording of it, and he decoded something and it had this pattern. I wish I had it in my mind. 108.36. Ritual weighty one. But if you check that out, it's only 15 minute video. You could piece this with that. So at least we have this piece to the puzzle. And it just came out. This is auto-updating propaganda. Also like this 815. 1 plus 5 is 6, but sacrifice 86. UT Permian Basin. See how they're tweeting at 7:38? This is from the college. Students. No. Crap. 6:30 to check in. This number was central on this. In my last video, we kind of saw this. But look at the 7:38 tweet. And if you're wondering what the 63, the key of David equals 63. They code that a lot in these Catholic Church rituals. So that's why I'm thinking they're seeing a lot of 63. But again, to keep it simple, look at that 7:38 in the tweet. Death, killing, murder 38. 7:38. And they're just, more fear porn. Remember, the Ohio State University, and back in 2016, had an active shooter suffer too in November. Blamed it on ISIS. It was ISIS propaganda too. That's the worst part about it. The next one, 740, 74. And then this one, 742, Jesuit 42. They're the Masonic order within the Catholic Church, Masonic 74, killing 74, 740. This is completely coded. Wow. I think we're at the, so we just finally got this up, and I mean, it was just about Mike Pence anyways. This is Mike Pence coming out, which is good. So if you're really looking forward to seeing this, we did miss out on it. I do apologize for that. We can always see it later, but because we know our time expires. But we can see how many days from Mike Pence's birthday they're coming out with this. Mike Pence. Michael Richard Pence, the 48th current vice president, born June 7th, but sacrificed 67. But remember, Revelation 67, 59. He's a Revelation actor in this event. So we'll probably look at him real quick, maybe scan the front page for like a couple minutes and then be done with the stream. And then I'll stream again tomorrow at 1 Eastern. So today, his birthday is, what was it, June 7th, 1959. So to his past, how old is this guy? 86 days. Blood sacrifice 86. I mean, it's the same thing every single time. But before that, we got to really dial this down. What is this whole ritual about? It's on what? Highway 191. Society. This is the perfect way to end this stream, honestly. Society of Jesus equals 191. It was on Highway 191. The Society of Jesus equals 224. It is now 2 months, 24 days from Mike Pence's birthday. That's what the propaganda was talking about him. That's why he's coming out instructed to talk about this. He is an actor. This wasn't in Indiana. If it wasn't Indiana, I understand a skeptic's point of view. It was in Texas. He's still coming out by this code. And notice how it's 12 weeks in 1 day, and counting the end date, 86 days. Blood sacrifice equals 121 and 86. It is the Society of Jesus blood sacrifice. It is a Jesuit order ritual on Saturday. This is how it is every time. It's to the point where I said calling out these rituals is easy as to say, oh, it's Saturday. There's going to be Saturnian rituals very well by the Catholic Church. And once again, we have it. The public are so asleep. And and then the manufactured weather. Hurricane Aaron. What, my guy, you have some issues? You guys, this is what I'm talking about. You guys just saw how we broke that down with the Highway 191. And my last video, I said this is going to be from the Judge Order. And guys, I'm never saying I say this, I say that to say, look what I did. It's to emphasize, we're calling out beforehand. We're calling these things out beforehand. This guy's embarrassing himself right now. It's whatever's clever. Beforehand, we're calling this out. And then we click on it, and it's all by the numbers. Before we saw the 21 injured, We said it was a Jesuit order ritual, Jesuit 21. When you rattle 5, you get 4221. When you rattle Honda, you get 4221. So all this synchronicity, and you get idiots like this saying you have some issues. So this is what mental illness looks like. You have to be mentally ill to think that I'm predicting the future, because that's what you were thinking. That means he's admitting that I'm predicting the future. I could accurately predict numbers without even thinking, without anything backing it. That's complete illness to think that. Obviously, it's completely coded by numbers propaganda. Hey, what's up, Jay? Please show me evidence they are fake. I mean, I don't know what other evidence you need. This is coded propaganda. You should check out my other videos. I've shown you enough evidence. I've called these things ahead of time. Jay Pylon, he just joined in. Click on view channel, go to his channel. He shows you as well. I'll stream for a little bit more. But, I mean, what exactly? You want an intellectual discussion. I mean, at this point, there's just nothing else to talk about. We can go through more propaganda examples. Protesters are pointing lasers at government buildings. 2-minute, 21-second video, the Bavarian Illuminati 221. See, it's these same common patterns, but he's new, so he doesn't know like these main patterns. We gotta find him something good. But I mean, again, I can't spend all the time trying to prove one thing to this guy. Scottish 32. If he doesn't see it, I don't get it. New World Order 75. That breaks down to 7 and 5. I mean, think about how. So I have to show you how this is fake. This is. First off, I'm not trying to admit this is fake. That's not what I'm proving. I'm proving that this is coded from the Catholic Church, the Jesuit order. You know, I'm not going to come here now and say this is fake, this is real. YouTube comes and hits me. But I'm showing you how it's coded from the Catholic Church. This is an agenda. They put on drills a lot with these active shooters. That's for sure. And who knows what the media is talking about. Again, I'm showing you what the media is giving us and making us believe. What actually went down in Texas, I'm not there. So how am I supposed to show you? But I'm showing you this is from the Jesuit order. And there's nothing else to show you. It's on Highway 191. If you want proof, go to my last video where I said this is going to be from the Jesuit. Look, 839. Think about Jesus Christ was on the cross from 93. God's Son, 93. On the crucifix. You know, crucifix, 93. God's Son, 93.
Law enforcement injured. We have the BPS.
Jesus, look at the gematria. Look how this all works. Jesus, 74. The Messiah, 74. Just use your brain. These can't all match up so perfectly. With the Gospel, 74. Parable, 74. That's what he spoke in parables. It's all a Masonic code. There's plenty more with the Jesus connection, too. You know, died on a cross, cross 74. Jesus equals 74. Jesus Christ, 74. And we did get something earlier that some do 7 to 74 prime. So again, I mean, what other proof do you need? And it's like, I know someone's like, leave him alone. It's whatever, guys. But I know we need, like, I get it. You should leave him alone. Focus on people that can get it. But the people like him are just in the way. The people like him will talk people out of trying to spread the knowledge. The people like him will be one to discourage others from sharing this. Because people like him are so, I don't know what to say. I mean, do I need to go back to that paragraph with the 42, the 30? Again, fish, 42, Jesus Christ with the fish. Jesuit 4230. USPS equals the same pattern, 24, 12, reflection 21. This came out after we're talking about it. I mean, this stuff is coming out as we're talking about the pattern. I mean, there's nothing else to prove. It's literally a mental disability if you don't see what's going on. So this website proves everything? Yes, it does. And so does Fox News and Heavy. It's all coded propaganda from the Freemasons, the Zionist Jews, the Jesuit order. And you'll see they're saying 30 injured. It's exactly this. So Heavy's a different website, a different source, right? But let me show you. It's the same exact gang doing the same pattern. CNN now is saying 21 injured. Heavy is saying 30 injured. Do you see how the Jesuit order is putting this on? Jesuit 2130. All goes back to Saturn, the keeper of time. Saturn 2130. Saturn 69 like Texas. Texas always in Saturnian rituals. Saturn 30 like Texas. Saturn 42, the reflection of 24. They do the reflections. It's always numerology. Texas 66. That's why they said it happened at 317. 317 to 66 prime. It's just so easy to see, man. Like I'm not trying to be whatever it's called, arrogant or anything. It's just you have to understand that the statistical probability for all these matching up, lining up so efficiently every single time is completely zero. Not even 0.0000, no, completely zero. It's impossible for all this to line up as consistently as it does. And then you talk about the Honda 21, like Saturn 42. They said it was a man in his 30s, Saturn 30. They said it was on Highway 42 or 42nd Street, Saturn 42. I mean, it's just so clear. I mean, what's your explanation? You have the math. How am I not making it easy? I mean, okay, man, I'm sorry. I think you're probably just trolling at this point. I didn't even mean to close the chat. Wow, that was an accident. Let's bring that back up. Man, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to help you. Like, I genuinely want you to understand this. I'm not trying to say, fuck this guy. Like, there's people in the chat that are also probably helping you get it. Watch some more of the videos, I want you to understand. I'm definitely not trying to be an ass. If I'm coming off as one, it's just because, so many people just don't get the obvious. And it's like, out of the 3 times here, you just gotta just always think about it statistically. And I'm not appealing the probability. It's like, if you think about it statistically and you do this enough, it's obvious. It's like, how do you think people make money in the markets? They apply strategies that work a specific amount of times. Like they apply strategies that work, 70% of the time and manage the risk accordingly. Or if it's a strategy that works 30% of the time, you manage your risk accordingly. Like you do statistics. If you gamble too, statistics, and then you win. That's how casinos operate. And that's how they're profitable. So you can actually apply statistics and see patterns and see how things can actually be consistent. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you just think about it. This could be anything. It could have been 729. It could have been from any time. We get 742. In light of me saying how Jesuit 42, Honda 42. You see how they're putting 42 all throughout their propaganda. Also like the 69 likes, Texas 69, Saturn 69. Very, very clear. 5 dead. When you're out 5, you get 42. Heavy now saying 30 injured. Okay, can we look at this Murder by Numbers? Mary Tyler Moore show. So I'll show you this. This Mary Tyler Moore show, star dead at 80. Bavarian Illuminati 80, tragedy 80. But we're going to find numbers for death, killing, murder, sacrifice, kill inside this. Death, keep this in mind, death 38. That's why, again, on the 3rd of August was the El Paso shooting. Killing 38, murder 38, RIP 38, kill 44, 64, 28. And then we have sacrifice 73, 170, 62. And then they'll do like your ritual sacrifice, which is 107 to 28th prime, like kills. So some of these overlap. 73, like sacrifice, 251 to 54th prime, 154. So these are the numbers you want to look for now and pay attention to. And this, from how many days from her birthday she died. And if not, it'll connect to the show. It'll connect to Mary Tyler Moore show's Gematria, or the Mary Tyler Moore show. This is how it works every single time. And you're going to see it all pop out. Death 97, like Mary Tyler Moore show. It's already happening. Death 218, Death 97, like Mary Tyler Moore show. So we didn't even get to look at the piece of propaganda deception before we already got to exactly what I'm trying to show you. That's how coded this is. I mean, what are the odds? I say, look up the first thing I've even typed in, death, 38, 97. And then the English extended cipher, which is a very relevant cipher to use, 218. Mary Tyler Moore show, 218.97. I mean, I just proved it to you again what they're doing. I predicted the past. I said they're going to have this exact pattern, these numbers. It's a finite set of numbers. It could be any number. There's so many numbers out there. This finite set, we get these two with these. There's just no way you can deny this. And then you also want to do the Mary Tyler Moore show, and you see how they coded it here as well. But you see, it's called the Mary Tyler Moore show, but they quoted Mary Tyler Moore show. Just to even emphasize, they did this to get the death numbers. Because when you do the Mary Tyler Moore show, see, now we don't get connections to death. Those numbers I pulled up earlier, we don't get those. We don't. I mean, I'm trying to make this work. And they're close. Dead 14, N 14, 104 is a lot like 14, drop to 0. We see how we have to take a more, I guess, longer approach to get there instead of having straight up 97 and 218. This completely proves it. It's called The Mary Tyler Moore Show. We'll make sure. The Mary Tyler Moore Show. That's what it's called. It is officially titled, but it's also known as simply Mary Tyler Moore. And it's known simply as Mary Tyler Moore. So they could have said that. But no. They did Mary Tyler Moore Show. They purposely removed the because with the you don't get the death numbers. And they leave it there. And they didn't call it Mary Tyler Moore. They said Mary Tyler Moore Show. So this is not even what it's even colloquially called. So Wikipedia's even emphasizing that that's not what it is. So that means only one thing. This was purposely done. This was done on purpose to get the gematria. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And it's so crazy how we found this so quickly without even having to look throughout the propaganda. There really is a disability. I mean, especially what we just saw now. If you couldn't see that, there's literally a problem. I'm gonna have to refresh. Correlation doesn't equal causation. I mean, people say shit like this, guys. You're taught to say these sayings. Yes, I mean, there's always an application for correlation doesn't always imply causation, but there's times where it fucking does. I mean, if you're saying shit like that, man, I'm not gonna show this to you anymore. I'll keep on going through this death. But you literally don't get it. Your brain is foggy. You probably eat a diet of nothing. I don't know. I'm not trying to insult you. It's just there's something wrong with how you're processing information. I'm just going to be very honest. I mean, I even explained. I mean, we see how it's not called Mary Tyler Moore Show. You see they did it on purpose, and you're still saying correlation doesn't imply causation. And we get the numbers for death right there. And I show you how you put it completely throws it off. Correlation doesn't imply causation, though. But you don't think about any sort of mathematical probabilities. You don't think of anything deeper than that because you're slow. Look, we're not even done yet. Look when she was born. Harper was born August 22nd, 1940. We just had the word death up. Death equals 97, 218. It also equals 228 in the English Sumerian cipher. Very important cipher is the alphabetical order times 6. 22nd of August, that's where they just had this. And that's where they let you know that inside this piece of propaganda. They were the lifeless number 44, kill 44. It's all these numbers we just said are going to come up are all just popping up. Unbelievable. Kill 44, kill 26. Don't be surprised she died of cancer. She might not have. But cancer 44, 26. Well, she did have cancer, so you see how she has, and this is the second time we've done this before. You see these numbers, you control F cancer. So again, we see, I said, what, cancer's all inside this piece. Cancer. And she's born in a day with cancer numerology, 4426. I mean, we just did it again, and he will still say correlation doesn't imply causation. I mean, come on. How do people say that? Cancer 4426. We figured that they'll talk about cancer. We predicted that we'll talk about cancer in this piece of propaganda just by looking at the birth numerology. And they did. That's like, to me, the ultimate evidence. If you don't get that, I can't do anything else. Like, you're just hopeless. Like most people are. I mean, it's just sad. 4 to 6 weeks, sacrifice 46. Oh my goodness. We're getting everything we saw. It's just blowing me away. It's just like I'm trying to prove that this is happening because I know someone else is new here who's probably smarter than this guy who probably actually now sees what's going on, who doesn't just think correlation doesn't imply causation and then uses that as a way to dismiss everything in life. I mean, that's complete mental retardation. I'm literally not insulting the guy. It's by definition mental retardation if that's the conclusion you use to not see what's going on. Sacrifice equals 46. And they're saying what? 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, I don't know what else you want to see. And this 2 to 3 is also relevant. Just because I don't have exactly what to say. It's the 9th prime and stuff like that. But they're ritualistically putting this out. And I try to show you the patterns that are very relevant. Miracle. Doesn't that equal 61, the 18th prime? Like church. Like Jesus. Like God. Like Philadelphia. Miracle also equals 47. Talk about Facebook over here. Facebook 58. I also like how they have it by this 40. I don't know. Zionist 40. Always have those numbers around Facebook as well. So I want to say how many days from this woman's birthday she died, and then probably close the stream. So I think this has been good. This lady looks familiar for some reason. Maybe this is... Wait, is this Mary Tyler Moore? Or no, Valerie Harper died of the Mary Tyler Moore show. You know what I mean? It helps emphasize this. It's so coded where I don't even know half the time what it's about. I don't know who it's about. I don't know what it's about. But you saw it was just super coded. I forgot it was even about Valerie Harper. Because I've never heard of her. Valerie Harper, 78 like Jesuit, 213 like death, and the satanic cipher. We're getting all these numbers for death, and I mean we already nailed the main ciphers, the base ciphers. Now we got satanic, we've gotten the English extended, we've got the Jewish cipher. Oh no, we haven't got 118 yet, but we probably will. But cancer does equal 118. But Valerie Harper equals 213 reversing, death equals 213 in satanic. And don't forget Harper 33, 39, 66, 96, Freemason 96. Valerie equals 117, equals 317 to 66 prime. And this is all coming in time of all this Texas stuff as well. It's the same numbers. I mean, they pair all this stuff together. But I guess that's an advanced concept. Because clearly what I just showed is over the head of some people. It sucks. I get how someone will say, "Oh, this guy's arrogant. He's this. He's that. He's not impatient." But it's like, I mean, we literally said, but per her birth numerology, we're going to talk about cancer, and they talk about it 12 times. Cancer equals 37, the 12th prime, by the way. And it's listed 12 times in this piece of propaganda. So I do want to say how many days from Valerie Harper's birthday she died, and then Mary Tyler Moore's birthday. So hopeless. Coincidence theories. That's a broad definition able to describe many people. Can you provide some actual names of who determines the numerical value? The Freemasons, the Zionist Jews, the Jesuit order. Why don't guys? These people work in secret. No. Tell me the name of your boss. I know you work somewhere. What's the name of your boss? No, your boss's boss. Your boss's boss, and then tell me the name of the guy who does his taxes. I want to know. But you're not going to tell me because you don't fucking know. It's just irrelevant. But these people operate. No, I'm not insulting you. That's what I'm saying. It's literally mental slowness, man. Do you get how saying correlation doesn't apply causation, and then you use that as just bam, automatically just to prove your point? In light of everything I've shown you, I don't understand how it's a form of mental illness. Like, you're literally regurgitating something that you've heard someone say. You're not thinking it through, and you're using that as an argument. That's something a mentally ill person would do. It's just how it is. And, I apologize. If you want to unsubscribe or leave, sorry. I'm not a friendly, nice person, if that's what that means. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fed up with all the deniers. I don't know. I guess I'll stop. I don't want to continue to yell or talk like that, put you in a bad mood or anything. That's not my intention. But I do want to see, before I completely forget, Valerie Harper's birthday to the day she died, and then from Mary Tyler Moore's birthday, and then we can wrap it up for sure. This is a pretty good, interesting topic. Valerie Harper. We do that first. That's what it's about. Valerie Harper. Died, 8 days from her birthday. Born 39. Died on August 30th. So it's coming out today. She died on August 30th. Murder 8338. And again, here's another example. I'm going to show you this another example, and then he'll say, so we're insulting him. It's like, man, I'm going to show you another example of how they're using 3883 in the media, and you'll still say correlations imply causation. I mean, it's like, come on. No, because I've heard that line so many times. It's like, yeah, of course that line has its applications. Correlation does not always imply causation. No fucking shit. Like, do you think I'm retarded? I mean, you telling me that you're the one putting your intelligence on a pedestal against mine, thinking that I don't fucking understand that. Obviously, I get it. Murder by numbers. The E is a 3, the B is an 8. This is Hollywood. This is from the people who are putting out this stuff. You're like, who's doing this? Who's putting this out? I don't know the name of the guy who made this movie poster. How am I supposed to know the name of the guy? And even if they gave me the name of the guy, how does that really prove anything? What is that supposed to show you? Nothing. But you see what they're doing. The E is a 3, the B is an 8. Sandra Bullock equals 83. Those are the only two numbers they changed. Sandra Bullock equals 83. Murder equals 8338. So on August 30th, the 30th of August, they kill her. Or at least they report her dead. Death, 38. And the song Murdered by Numbers by the Police. Killing equals 319. My song 319. The show was ended March 19th. And it began September 19th, 19/9 to 46 Prime, Sacrifice 46. So here's Murder by Numbers. See, it was released in 1983. Murder 83 is talking about Murder by Numbers, all about how killing is the sport of the elite, how this is what they do. So they have a song about it. Also coming out on 6/17, the 113th Prime, Scottish 113, dishonest, mainstream. They kill the mainstream people by this code. Also notice how it's 44 minutes long with the CD cassette version, Kill 44. So what do you have to say to that? I mean, the movie poster shows you the example. We saw she died by the numbers that I showed you will come out before we even talked about it. Because you're not. How am I making assumptions? To say that in light of what I've shown is not thinking your words through. And I know someone's probably like, this guy's trolling. Guys, I very well could be responding to a troll, but you know what? There's other people with his same thoughts and thought patterns out there. And hopefully if they're watching this stream, maybe I can break some of that ice. So it's good that he's asking these questions, that we're talking to him like this. Can I be a little nicer? I mean, anyone can always be a little nicer, but I don't think humans are even nice people to begin with. Like I don't even think it's in our nature to be nice and friendly, to be honest. I mean, what if you just look at nature? What animal is nice and friendly? I mean, they do what they need to do. So, also it's part of synchronicity, which is what he'll blame this on synchromysticism and all this bullshit. No, it's from this people. So, I think it's time to call this an end. Yeah, we're almost at an hour. I really appreciate you guys all tuning in. Hey, Miss Mildred. Yeah, it's a movie poster intentionally created by people in the know. Oh, what's up, Zach? Glad you can make it. Yeah, thanks for that. Active shooter equals 191 as well. They're saying it's a highway 191. And this guy is here saying, oh, it's correlations and imply causation. It's too much for me. Active shooter 191. They're saying it's highway 191. And I'm sure they've updated it since. We can see what else they've talked about. Mike Pence. We saw how that from his birthday when that came out. But, we do got to stay on track. We got to stay on track. We were looking at Mary Tyler Moore. We saw how Valerie Harper, she did that 8 days from her birthday. We can see Mary Tyler Moore's birthday. The thing is, what if Mary Tyler Moore's not even a person? I'm assuming that she was a person. Oh, she was. Okay, there we go. Makes this easier. She could have been a fictional character for all I know, and I'm just assuming she was someone. But she died January 25th, 2017. So that's pretty close to August 30th. We can maybe see from there to the 30th. Again, murder 8338. Through almost 5 days, 947 days. I don't see too much here right away. We can see the anniversary though. At 947 could be a prime number. I haven't checked. 218, death 218. I mean, this is just too much. Mary Tyler Moore show equals 218. Death 218. I hope that guy's still here. These are the numbers we're talking about in the gematria that they deliberately put inside heavy. They deliberately put this area we've shown because it's called the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and it's also known as Mary Tyler Moore. So it's not known as Mary Tyler Moore Show. So they put that here on purpose. Death equals 218 from the anniversary of Mary Tyler Moore's death, January 25th, to the day that this Valerie Harper dies is 218 days. Death 218 in the English Extended. You just can't make this stuff up. All on the fly. We just randomly saw this. We saw this sitting on heavy. So I showed you how really they said 30 were dead 30 were injured in the Texas shooting. showing how they're putting 30 pairing with 21 with CNN. But we saw how this was floating around. Don't forget how blood sacrifice equals 76 is 7 months, 6 days from when Amelia Tara Moore, her anniversary death. Blood sacrifice 76, 31 weeks in 1 day, kill 64, that's the 64 prime. So blood sacrifice 76, and then kill equals 64. And if anyone's still stumped, please check out Zach's book, Gematria Effect News. He has a book that he's released, and it shows all these murder by numbers rituals. The longest chapter is about murder by numbers. It's a $5 book. It has all these laying out very neatly. See through the deception in record time. The second edition, almost 800 pages of extremely good content showing you what's going on. Show you the history of Kabbalah, Gematria, the 26-letter alphabet, why it's 26 letters, the God code, etc., and why these people apply it. And then they'll answer all this guy's questions. You know, he's asking all these questions. Man, just get the book. It's the best thing you can do. It's the best $5 you will spend. And then you'll see these rituals even clearer. I mean, like here's some coincidence programming. I know that coincidence theorists will just love this. They'll eat this up. West Texas shooting occurred 1 day before new state law easing gun restrictions take effect. So they're going to ease gun restrictions, and then this happens, and this is supposed to be. I mean, they're just letting you know that they put these out on purpose to affect the laws. And then now look, people are going to even buy guns even quicker because Texas is all about their guns. Their gun sales are already probably really good. So after this, now I'm sure that the gun sales are just flying, like completely just. I mean, just, you know what I'm trying to say, supply and demand. Wow. I mean, just talk about mocking. And they keep talking about West Texas. I'm sure that's just so coded. I don't think I've decoded that yet. West Texas. Oh, 136, 28, 107. Ritual sacrifice 107. Kill 28. You know, shooting equals 107. Like West Texas. Shooting equals 109. That's what they had, that 109 video as well. Let's see if they still have it. I haven't called it yet. This whole time, they've had this minute 9 video here. It hasn't changed. It hasn't auto-refreshed this to give us a new video. Shooting 109. West Texas 107. They're clearly putting these numbers for shooting throughout their information. These websites know everything, yet you don't know who created the trans. What if by websites? If you mean the calculator, I mean, this is just a calculator. I hope you don't mean Gematrinator. This is a calculator. I mean, I can be doing this with a pen and paper and explain the same thing. And that's why also when people, I mean, I'm not assuming you're calling this out, but if you are, I hope not, because calling out Gematrinator as a website that I'm just predicting things with is just ridiculous. It's a calculator. Am I pro or anti Second Amendment? I'm pro Second Amendment. I think we need arms. We need to bear arms. Type Saturday and then shooting. I'm gonna do that. Oh wow. Oh wow. I hope everyone's seeing this. Shooting 107, 109 like Saturday. Saturday also equals 53 like shooting. Yes, they do this on. That's why they had a shooting. Unbelievable. Just let this sink in. Saturday's 37. It's a perfect overlap in terms of they get these numbers: the 37, the 107, the 109. I mean, some of them are just speechless. I think that just sealed the deal. They summed the same thing in Gematria. Thanks a lot, Zach, for pointing that out. My reason for being pro is because without guns, then we have police walking around with guns. We have these tyrants walking around with guns. And first off, we don't need federal government restricting anything from anyone. We don't even need the federal government. That's why, really, we don't even need federal government amendments. We need to get rid of the whole system. That's really where I stand. But, I mean, why do we not need a Second Amendment? Why shouldn't people have the right to bear arms for any reason? For to protect themselves, for hunting, for all sorts of things. There's people that like carrying guns around. They should be able to. If someone likes to carry a gun around, who should tell them that they shouldn't be able to carry a gun around? Are you afraid they'll shoot you, you know? They're not going to. Because whenever these things happen, there's always the police behind it. And of course, I'm not saying that things never happen, but again, if they restricted guns, will it change anything? No. If they restricted guns, people would find a way to buy them anyway and hide them. I mean, it's just, laws don't really do much. They just tyrannize people more. And again, they try to identify the guy as a white male in his 30s. Saturn 30, Jesuit 30, he's a white male, you know, from Texas, just more Saturn 30, he's 30, 21 injured. Updating this piece of police propaganda and distraction at 9:03. This complete deception from them at 9:03. 9:03 p.m. Saturn 30, 2193. In a Texas ritual. I've been saying since the beginning, Texas and Saturn. That's my thesis, my hypothesis. My thesis has been Texas is used in Saturn rituals regularly because Texas equals 69 and 30. Of course, there's other reasons, but on the surface, you see how it equals 30, 69, 24 reflection of 42. Saturn equals 42, 21, 30, 69, and 93. And here at 9:30, they're publishing this. Or excuse me, 9:03. 5:59. Freemasonry 59, Kill 59. I do want to rewind. I don't know. They could have started at 5:59, but sometimes it could have been at 5:58. Saturn is equal 5:58, but no, it's not 5:59. But if it was 5:58, Saturn equals 5:58. So keep that in mind for in the future. And again, this is that minute 9 video, shooting 109. Notice how they say 1 dead, 21 injured, blood sacrifice equals 121. It's been the same pattern all day. Blood sacrifice 121. And that's the thing, it's like it's to the point now where we've been seeing this pattern so much in this one stream where if you started from kind of the beginning or even the middle and you're super new, you should at least see at this point it's been the same exact numbers throughout. I mean, there's no more correlation, doesn't imply causation. I mean, again, Texas 66, 317 to 66 prime. Incident began at 3:17. That's the local Texas time they use, the central time. 2-minute 18 video, death 218. We just saw this in the Mary Tyler Moore murder ritual. Dies 218 days from the anniversary of Mary Tyler Moore. Mary Tyler Moore show equals 218. They coded that on purpose. And now we're going back to Texas. We're going to talk about death as well. 2-minute 18-second video. It's the same numbers throughout all of their information. That's why we get the red and blue pills of Freemasonry just right here on this ambulance as well. They do this on purpose. They use Photoshop to highlight this. They make sure you see these type of things. They don't have to be there. Look, bring in the this is where our tax dollars are going to. Look at bring in the military. Or no, this is probably just some police. It's not the military, but it's a police armored vehicle. I think. But guys, they will bring. I mean, they do these type of things. You see what it is? They police state. This is awful. And they're putting this on. They're doing this themselves. And then the FBI, of course, the FBI is participating in this because they love to participate in these type of things by the numbers. Toyota, I don't think Toyota also equals 42. I think that's something else. I know Honda's 42. Oh, Toyota's also 30, 24 to reflection of 42, 66 like Texas. Like Toyota and Texas have this overlapping gematria. They're just doing it all day long. This entire stream has just been completely just coded back and forth, back to back, perfect examples, no hiccups. We even took a break talking about Mary Tyler Moore's, the Valerie Harper's murder, and we get really good patterns there, and we're back to this, and it's just the same thing. The whole stream has just been completely coded propaganda. You know, the people need to wake up. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I hate how so easy this stuff is to see. And of course, they mentioned, El Paso, the Saturnian ritual. So where are we at? So I'm for real gonna close this at an hour. I think an hour stream will be really good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And again, I'm gonna stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I really thank everyone for stopping in, though. Thanks for all the help. Ziana, thanks for stopping in. Pope Paul VI died on the 218th day of the year. My recent video was about Paul VI. Right? Death 218. Thanks for this. And I hope, which economic model do I favor and which is most disliked? I'll answer that in a second. But I hope you guys see this 218 day of the year, death 218. Pope Paul VI died that way. I just put out a video about him, or really about the area. Police 30, Texas 30, and for a minute it was 30 shot. Yep, it's definitely 30 shot. And I wish I still had it up, but Heavy had it on here. They had the 30. They had the 30. It was like a banner. It said 30 dead, and I'm glad. Yeah, at least 30 injured. Just let this sink in. 30 injured, and then again, CNN's talking about 21 injured. Police 30, Texas 30, and it's always going back to the Jesuit order, Jesuit 3021, Saturn 3021. I mean, I've been repeating this a lot, but I think that's just clear how you can use the different media outlets as different ciphers of gematria. You know what I mean? Like some outlets will use this cipher, some will use this, and then you see how they pair them all together. It's always just encoded. Thanks a lot, Zach. You too. I'm looking forward to all your work, as of course. And thanks a lot for sharing this information. Guys, if anyone's not familiar, Gematria Effect News, that's Zachary K. Hubbard. He started this research in 2013, showing you how this Gematria system, Kabbalah, numerology, has been used throughout history. And he's been showing it consistently. He just put out a video on this. He puts out content all the time. He streams on Patreon. Please check out his Patreon. Really good sports decode, showing you how the sports are rigged. Get his book as well to read it and see what's going on. I linked the book in this video description as well. And again, there's no reason to not understand what's going on. There's just too much information. So whatever's clever to answer his question, the economic model. So I'm not into like all that type of stuff. Like I know capitalism's going on, if that's what you mean. So the way capitalism's being run, it can be redone. I think money as a medium of exchange is good in a sense, but it's just I hate how it's all just this debt-based shit. I hate who's running the show, and etc. But you could still, like, if you had like your own community with its own currency, and you had a way of, you know, you just did it in a more efficient way. Maybe it was backed by something, and since it was like a smaller community doing it, you know, it's gonna be backed by as much. But you know, I'm not completely against capitalism, because again, with capitalism, you can extract money from the system and use it to then further your own agenda. And my agenda, of course, is this. So, and that's just the system we live in. You know, I can't just say fuck capitalism, not do anything about it, and it just keeps churning around, and I just do nothing about it. But yeah, I mean, we don't need this. We don't need these big banks to run the show. I mean, it can be redone. It won't be on the scale it is now, but I think just with a more communal mindset, you know, things work. I mean, arcades do it with tokens. That's why I call these Zionist Jew tokens. It's the same thing. And again, I'm not an economist. I'm not that good at economics. So, you know, I'm probably giving you an ignorant response too, probably at the end of the day. But I can tell you that can be better than this. You know, I like this color pattern here. I'm about to close this video. I really am. Every single time, the sports section has a number for the Jesuit order right on the jersey. My past like 5 videos, what we see, Antonio Brown 84 right here. Now, now we get 78 Miami Dolphins. You know, right during this time of the what hurricane going on or whatever, with the smoke and stuff around. It's just more mocking people of Florida. It's like some Floridian propaganda. You know, this stuff is crap. I'm so sick of the state of Florida, of the NFL putting this stuff out. Jesuit 78, 84. Antonio Brown wears 84. Just check out my last videos. Every single time in this section, wearing number 84. The Catholic Church 84. The Society of Jesus 84. Scottish Rite 78 as well. They also run the world of professional sports. But it's Jesuit 78, Scottish Rite 78. Today is Saturday with Jesuit order rituals going on. We even have the Jesuit order actor, Donald Trump, pairing him with this woman wearing red and black, the Jesuit order colors. And then we have right here, 78. Oh my God, unbelievable. It's just too much. Every single time in the sports section. There was a time they literally had a guy wearing a shirt that said Jesuit. He was wearing a sweatshirt that said Jesuit on it in the sports section. That's how obvious they are. They literally straight up tell you. Dolphins, you know, 45th, Masonic, 119, like, Saturn, all-seeing eye. Also, Dolphins also equals 38 like Florida and 43. This is the main thing here. Dolphins 43 and 38. Florida 43, 38. But Miami does have its own pattern. 45, 27, 36. Again, Buckeye 27, 36. That's why the Buckeye went to the Miami Heat. Who's the Buckeye? LeBron James, the Godfather. The Godfather equals 207, 63, reflection of 36. 207 is like 27. Buckeye 117, 36, 27. There's that pattern all the time with the state of Ohio. I'll probably for future video, maybe tomorrow's stream, I'll show that pattern again. It's so priceless, right? These patterns are just crazy. Yeah, about time I go live. I'm going live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I said it a bunch because if I said I'm gonna do it at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, people will be ready and they'll be here. Because I know people probably just joined. I'm about to close the stream. I kind of feel bad, but you know, it really is the best $5 you guys will ever spend. John Allen Martinson, is he in this chat? Well, if he puts a good information too. So I guess we'll check out one or two more examples. Okay, defending champion Naomi Osaka ends Coco Gauff's U.S. Open run in comfort series. I just want to look for, well, they're doing ending this at the end of the month. I just like to look for the death, killing, murder, sacrifice numbers and these type of things because they're ending. End 14, dead 14. I just want to look for the common pattern. These are also what? These two black people. We can look for that pattern as well. Negro numbers, etc. 918, your race 18. But I don't know. This girl she might not be fully. I don't know. I don't want to go there. Death 218. Another 2-minute 18-second video. This is just such a clear video. Another bingo moment. So we saw what? The shooting in Texas with a 2-minute 18 video. Mary Tyler Moore Show 218. How they coded it where they shouldn't have. 218 days from Mary Tyler Moore's birthday. Valerie Harper dies. Now we have another 2-minute 18-second video. Just as I'm saying, I'm clicking on this to look for the death, killing, murder, sacrifice pattern. Death 218. They're doing it here again. We're doing this live. This is live, so you can't say I'm doing this beforehand. It just came up in the propaganda. This just came up. This is fresh. I see refresh equals 1. This is the query string. That means their software injected a variable or whatever to make this refresh. And then we get this. This is brand new. And it's by the numbers that we said it was going to be by. I mean, how can you just deny this? This is a live stream. So now it's completely undeniable. I mean, you can't skepticize this anymore. It's refreshed, it's predicted, and it's live. One more time. Death equals, in the English Extended Cipher, 218. See, we still have this up. Mary Tyler Moore died January 25th, 2017. From the day she dies, or excuse me, from the anniversary of her death till when Valerie Harper, the actress from the show, dies, is 218 days. She died 8/30, murder 83/38. And then we saw her earlier, see, Mary Tyler Moore Show. This equals 218, like death. Talk about start dead. See, 218, and it's not called Mary Tyler Moore Show. It's called The Mary Tyler Moore Show. When you add the, you get rid of all the death numbers. The closest you get again is, I guess, killer 31, and then dead 14 and 14. But again, you have to just go a longer way instead of just doing straight up death 218.97 as you get in Mary Tyler Moore Show. And the show is actually called colloquially Mary Tyler Moore. So you see how 218 is coming up again and again and again and again, and these types of themes. It's just too much. It's just way too much. I think that's the best finale for this. Tiger Woods is half Korean. Naomi Osaka is half Japanese. There we go. I'm sure there's a big ritual of that as well. John Allen Martinson is possessed by archons, demons. You know, I can't say anything about anything. What's up, Jeff Young? I'm so glad you could drop in, man. I'm streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, Martin, what's going with that is like, I don't know, I stick with what I have evidence on. And yeah. So I know the whole Jesus Christ thing. I know what you guys are saying. I know it. I just think I like how he does spread the gematria. He does make it relevant in terms of creating the awareness. But no, I definitely see what you're saying. 218, aka 218, is not the same as 2 minutes 18 seconds. What? Yes, Martin, I do agree. What are you saying? 218 is not. No. Yes, they do that, but they're representing 218. I mean, dude, numbers are symbols. What are you trying to say? No, because my friend did this exact thing. Dude, this is not being smart. I'm sorry. I have a friend who's, and again, it's not insulting you at all. I have a friend who I'm just saying, on his behalf, I'll tell him in his face, like, he's not the most intelligent person. He's a follower. All he does is entertain himself. That's all he cares about. He's a good, friendly guy. Like, he's actually a genuine person. Like, you would like to be his friend. He's a real soul. You know what I mean? A good heart. But just that's how he tried to disprove this to me. I showed him how something went 7-1, or how the NBA season started on July 1st. He's like, well, what's 7-1? That's not 71. It's like, yes, it is. They're representing 71. So don't even go there, dude. I've heard this line before. And again, it's mental illness is what's making you say that. I'm just gonna be honest. It's not really 138. It's a representation. If you don't get how numbers are symbols, again, you're trying to just if you don't. I'm just done, man. I'm just done. He says I'm a shill. Well, fuck him then, literally. But it's obvious that me and Zach aren't shills. Gematria Effect News is not a shill. I don't know how I'm a shill. I mean, I'm trying to expose this gang. I mean, I just said the 218. I said the numbers for death is going to come up. How's this guy saying that it's not number for death? I said that death equals 218. I showed how all day it's equals 218. We click on this, it's 218, it's live, and he's still saying, well, it's not 218. I mean, it's like it's lost cause then. Federal is equal 138. They code this in the seconds and the minutes. I've shown this many times. Like, you can't disprove what I'm trying to show you. It's not that I can't let go of my position. I mean, I'm a very open-minded person. That's why I'm open-minded to what the people say in the comments. Although John says these things, the fact he's showing gematria, I gave that slight benefit of the doubt. Like, you can see I'm kind of a open person in a sense, where I'm not always like a one-way type of thinking. So, no, it's literally a mental illness. I mean, it's absolutely mental illness. If I predicted that the number for death will come out in the propaganda live, I click on it, and you still don't see it, and you say that 218 is really 138, it's not really 218, it's like, mental illness, man. Come on. You know it is. You just gotta admit it. You're in denial. To the angel of the church so Revelation 2:18, to the angel of the church in Thyatira writes, these are the words of the Son of God, whose eyes are like the blazing fire and whose feet are like the burnished bronze. It's interesting. What are my results in the search engine? My results in the search engine, well, it depends. Google doesn't do anything, but DuckDuckGo at least pulls up my videos. And you get, and then why don't you search my name and look at these videos? These are all rituals. You look at this with Toni Morrison, it's the same pattern we saw today. Emily Hart, it's the same pattern we saw today. The same death, murder, killing, sacrifice numbers. Why not, after I stream, watch these videos? You can watch them at 2x speed and just see how the numbers come up on the screen. You don't even have to listen to me talk. And in the Gematrinator, yeah, my name has interesting numbers, but I mean, it's like, there's no context. The coolest thing, though, is my first name equals 55, and then my music name that I make music by, Isomatic's 55. That's like the closest thing I have. I mean, that's like the coolest synchronicity I have. Nothing as cool as you see in the media. Nothing as tight as you see all the time here. There's also a pattern with like 63. Like, a lot of females in my life are connected to me by number 63. And a lot of my male friends are connected by number 43, and I'm born there with 43 life lesson numbers. So these things are organic as well, of course. So I was saying when this came out, so anytime there's sex propaganda or distraction or information, I look for 48 and 33, because sex equals those numbers, but 227 to 49. I'm gonna close the stream. I've been saying I'm gonna keep closing it, and I just keep streaming. and that's how it just runs away. So I'll finish up with some of the comments and then we'll be done. And I'll stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I hope you guys can make it. I don't want to admit it. He doesn't want to admit it. Yeah, random username just does. He's in denial. And denial is of mental illness. I mean, dude, I'm not, if you think I'm insulting you, I am sorry. I am not insulting you. It's just. So McKenna's name equals 25 in both Chaldean and Pythagorean. Some channel called you a troll because of that. I mean, that's the thing. Some people will see some organic side and it's like, oh, you're a troll. It's like, no, we have organic things. Like, but do you see McKenna, always posting it, 205 and doing things all the time at number 25 or 97? Like, you don't see that. Random username's first and last name equals 55, and he was born with 55 numerology, and that's minor from him. Yeah, and I know you share with me some other cool things in your life as well. I know there's people that have some really cool things, and if you look more, you see a lot. When I answer no, it is, so there's an organic side and it is relevant. There's a relevant organic side, and I showed you how my name equals isomatic, and that wasn't planned. So my artist name that my friends gave me back in high school, because we're at lunch, but I kind of did the spelling, that it ended up equaling my first name. That's an organic synchronicity. That's irrelevance, but that's as far as we can go, and that's as far as I know. But dude, I mean, think about it. But just look at the context. Like, look at how I was telling you about how. I mean, just do you like? Were you paying attention? I said that there's numbers for there's specific patterns they put in: death, killing, murder, sacrifice. There's numbers in those ciphers that they use all the time. And we saw how 218's been used throughout this live stream. And we saw it here. I mean, again, there's just no way you can deny it. This refreshed. It's completely fresh. We clicked on it, and it's the video length. And again, just ask yourself, why are they using a 2 minute 18 video here, and then there, and then there? It's like the second 2 minute 18 video. Just we saw in a row about two things about death or removal. This is, again, ending. It's like a symbolic thing. And of course, she's wearing a bluish tight top with a red thing. It's just the same. Freemasonry. From what level of intent? Organic from what level of intent? So that's a really good question, because I think your level of intent for things could even have an influence on the organic synchronicity. That's very interesting. Thanks a lot, Miss Sparkles, for pointing that out. I'm gonna have to think a lot about that. But there was no intent at all from what I was doing. So maybe that might even be how, like, I don't know, it's something to stew on, you know, think about. Intername's the same engine as the engine you're using for the words you meant. What? What does that mean? I'm using the same engine. It's just a calculator. Man, the Gematrinator is irrelevant to debunking anything I'm showing you. I don't know why people say, oh, you're just plugging things in a calculator. It is a calculator. It is a tool. If I had a whiteboard behind me with a marker, then it's the same exact thing. I mean, it just makes no difference. It'll just be slower. Whatever, I could be using another website that calculates things. It's the same thing. Then here it shows the ciphers down here. It's the same thing. I could have been doing A equals 1, B equals 2. I could have done the same thing. So this Hong Kong, I don't know, it's been distracting me all day. I just see this guy here. He's wearing press equals 77. See the show here again. We already saw this, so 2 minute 21. There was not much here, that's why. 2 minute 21 second video. I'm going to close some of these. Black does equal 29. There's 2 black women here. But as Martin was saying, these half black Asian tennis or athletes and stuff, I'm sure this is all synced up with Tiger Woods. It's all part of that ritual. It'll definitely be interesting to look into. So I'll keep this up. It's 93. I might want to save that. This 25-year-old could cause one of the biggest earthquakes in British political history. This is completely actual bunch of coded bullshit fake news propaganda. And I can tell you right now why it's published on the 30th. England 30. That's what's coming out. And Death 25. Just a disruptive type of thing. Prophecy 110. Unbelievable. This is just such a completely easy to see piece of propaganda. I know that the guy with the purple name, sorry for not even knowing his name, whatever is clever. I've used the name for my name. I'll show you my name. I'll show my name after this. We'll do this first. I'll do my name. I'm appeasing this guy because I want this guy to finally jump on board. I know the people who deny it. I guess I can't let them alone. Because I don't leave. I'm a no child left behind type of person. George W. Bush had the right idea, but again, that's not him. It's his employers making him do that. But anyway, 2, 3, 4. This is perfect. This is too perfect. So look at this. Prophecy equals 52 to reflection of 25. Time 25, etc. 25-year-old causing one of the biggest earthquakes in British political history. 2-minute 34-second video. And here's to show you how they're using this again. Yes, it's 154 seconds. Ritual sacrifice does equal 154 and 107. Earthquake also equals 107 and 44. But 2, 3, 4 plus its reflection is 666. Going back to prophecy. 666 from Revelation 13:18. And that's why they have it updated at 110. Prophecy equals 110. Prophecy 110, Revelation 13:18, talking about 666. We get 2, 3, 4 plus reflection. Literally giving you a prophecy. It'll take superpowers to unseat Boris Johnson. This comic book fan, since he's got him, saying he's, he could cause an earthquake. Earthquakes, Revelation, that whole pattern. This is a very clear ritual. And I hate saying it because I know someone's like, it's not clear to me. I get it. But please read Revelation. You see what they're talking about. Please read the Bible. You see what they're talking about. Always biblical. Bible 30 came out on the 30th from England. England 30. 33 like Bible. Untouchable. Harvey Weinstein, who didn't even touch people and do like sexual stuff. Mocking. I mean, it's just stupid. Untouchable. Harvey Weinstein. It's just sick. Apple expects to unveil now iPhones. Here, I always look for 22, 23. I already have videos on Apple. Let's just look for continuation. 50. 730. 730. 73 is 21st Prime. Saturn 21. September 10th event. 109 to 29 Prime. And sometimes I don't immediately see the ritual. Because people say, you look for things. I think I've shown so many times that I don't, look for things and try to find them. If I don't see them, I don't see them. Like I said, clearly I'm looking for 22s, 23s, numbers for Apple, numbers for God, stuff like that. I don't really see it right now. We could do maybe September 10th, 2019. If I don't see it right now, it doesn't mean there's nothing. It just means the particular pattern that I was... They were 22 numerology. That's exactly what I'm trying to teach. And it's the 53rd day of the year. That's the 22nd triangular number. So yes, we didn't get it in the update time, the video length, but the pattern, and this, that means it's a separate pattern. There's other things here, just because I'm not talking about it doesn't mean it's irrelevant. I'm just talking about specific patterns that I'm trying to teach. And Apple likes to do things by numbers 22 and 23 primarily. Apple equals 22, reversing alphabetical order, reducing each letter to a single digit. The sum of numbers 1 through 22 gives you 253. So, not every single 253rd day of the year is a day with 22 numerology. But this year it is. And that's why Apple decides to, on this day, to unveil a new phone. Do you see how they just did this? We could just pick these apart so simply. I mean, the guy who's trying to figure this out, I mean, other YouTube creators who don't do gematria, that they have to, plan their videos, usually, for the most part. They have to script. They have to, research and detail and put things together. But if you do gematria especially, you can literally just open up the propaganda, the news, and just go through the articles and see all the rituals. That should just show you this thing going on. Slave Labor Day. I just realized today, well, no, Labor Day is not today, but I like how they're talking about it today. Slave equals 31. It's one of my favorite patterns they're doing right now. Slave 31, talking about a bunch of Labor Day stuff on the 31st day of the month. Because we live in a slave world. I am an openly admitted slave for the Zionist Jews. I have to work and pay taxes. I'm trying to get out of what I'm in now. Unfortunately, guys, even when I get to where I need to be, at the end of the day, it's until I'm completely off the grid, completely away from the whole system, I'm just a slave for this gang. And I'm trying to end it. But I'm aware of it. I'm in denial. Unbelievable. Look at this on the 31st. CNN underscore, Look at this. Affiliate marketing from the Zionist Jews is all it is. These people are ridiculous. Yes, they are. Yes, they are low testosterone soy boys. Yep. Oh, it's just a gunshot. You guys heard that gunshot? That's what it sounds like. That's funny. So, I think I still think Zach has more trolls than me, just because he has more subscribers. If you have more subscribers, you automatically have more trolls. Because I think 1 out of 5 people are some of that. There's a statistic of how many trolls are on the internet. I might have to link a video. It's from Warrior Trading's Ross. You've seen him a lot of the ads on my the background ads in some of my videos. But like he has a video about trolls, and he shows statistics about like how many trolls are online. And when you see it, then it makes sense why there's really so many trolls. I do have a lot of trolls, but Zach has a shit ton of trolls. Like, way too many. You have the first Apple computer was sold at $666.66. Yep, all that glitter is not gold. Yeah, people can turn against me all they want. Part of me thinks that sometimes I think that because I'm bad with answering comments, I'm really slow with comments sometimes. Sometimes I feel that if I might not answer someone's comment, they're like, oh, he's ignoring me. He just doesn't care. It's like, no, because guys, sitting all day typing on a computer, interacting through the screen, it's not even a natural thing to do. It's really not that good for your health. Like, it's just hard for me to sit through the computer and I'm being open. Like, I like talking to you guys, answering comments. It's just hard for me to keep up with all of them. It just is. I'll definitely like to read them. I just sometimes can't answer all of them. But it's nothing personal. It's never anything personal. Never. So I think it's finally time to close the video. I think no one new's joined. You guys have been here for a little while. I really appreciate it. Hour and a half stream. Tomorrow I'm going to stream again at 1 p.m. Eastern. So pretty much Big Mama, the best way to put it is that he does show gematria, show the information. I think a lot of it just reveals around how, so we have this organic side to us with the numbers. His is all centered around how he's Jesus Christ, the Messiah, he's the king, how we need to worship him. I told him straight up, I don't have a king. Yeah, see you too, mechanic tomorrow. I told him that I don't have a king. And it was the point of, even if you were Jesus Christ, I just don't need to have a king to worship and follow. It's just not me. And, of course, I'm a heathen, don't want a king type of person now. But it's no, I just don't want one. If it means I go to hell, sure. There's nothing bad against Jesus. First off, if he's really Jesus incarnate, why is shit still fucked up? Is he? Is he? I'm not speaking ill of him at all, though. Not that I'm afraid to or anything. It's just straight up. He has his opinions. He has his views on things. His way he interprets things, and that's what he does. I don't see him really leading people away from my research or what Zach's putting out. So it doesn't really bother me. It's not like Marty Leeds saying specific shit or call for an uprising. These specific people actually shilling. This is some occult symbolic photo. Guys, I'm addicted to the propaganda. I don't want to keep the coding, but I saw more. This is why I have. This is kind of why I regret streaming. But the people are leaving. I said I'm gonna leave. People probably already left. I'm gonna stop streaming. Statue of Zach outside YouTube headquarters. That's what they need. That's what we need. Yeah, God is a really really strong energy force. You couldn't get it back on. Well, since you're back, done bombaclad, I will do one more example. I know, guys, I like sharing information. It's not fair they got kicked off. We'll do one more quick example from the propaganda, and then we'll be done. It'll be really, really, really quick. Here, found it already. We have North Korea, Kim Jong-un in a 2-minute, 41-second video. This is propaganda bullshit about North Korea. North Korea equals 53. 241 is the 53rd prime number. So we have a 2-minute, 41-second video with Kim Jong-un. I mean, we've seen this a lot. So the guy was still, because there was a guy who was saying, oh, it's not really 241. That's actually 2 minutes and 41 seconds, so it's actually 151. or excuse me, 161. Which they code both. They do both. I've shown many times they'll pay tribute to the seconds and the minutes and the minutes and seconds. Zach's shown this. Man, I learned this pattern from Zach. I mean, he's shown this millions of times. We see it here again. So they're clearly coding 241, the 53rd prime, North Korea 53. And a complete fake news propaganda. So, this is more U.S. Open. It's all scripted. Again, I'm sure if you follow Zach's Patreon, you probably made money off all this bullshit. I've been so focused on like trading and other things that I haven't been on the sports stuff. Although once the season starts pretty much really soon. So once the NFL season starts, I might jump back in. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I like how people making. I like the sports stuff. I like how people are making money on it. It's just, I guess it's just, at the end of the day, it might have just never been for me, Because I feel like if it was really for me, if I was really into it, I'd just be there. I'd be into it. I'd be like, following along, playing along. But my interest is not there just because I guess this personality thing. I'm not, I guess, much into sports gambling as I thought I would want to be. Maybe because I like trading or something. I don't know. But for those that are, having a good time with it, keep killing it. And for $5 a month, you get really nice sports picks. I know during the preseason, Zach had this one pattern. He said that they match up with the coaches like every single time. They just hit it and hit it and hit it. It's like, that's what I'm saying, guys. That's what you got to be playing for. Like, Zach has this shit unlocked, especially when the shit's super clear and like super obvious. And bam, bam, bam. And then you just only play those if you want, and bam, you just make money. There's a lot of ways you can really do well with his sports picks. So it's the propaganda as well. It's easy to find. So I'm glad. Well, thanks, Sean. That's really love hearing that. Really glad you were saying that. I'm happy to be your favorite Gematrinator. I think Zach tells really nice stuff. I don't think Zach's told any lies. I don't think he's told a single lie. As in, like, of course, we're all human beings. I don't think he's gone on camera just openly lied to people. Like, I don't think so. I haven't never seen it. And I've seen all of his videos. Well, guys, I'm here for the community, so I'm here to be on the same team as everyone. Everyone has different personalities, attitudes, and stuff like that. I think some people might just be put up by how there's people that are put up by how I put out information. There's people who don't watch my channels. They don't like how I ramble about certain things. They don't like how I talk about certain things. That's just it's like going to school. We all have those teachers that we like really liked and we're really like down with, and then some teachers that we liked but we just couldn't like vibe with their teaching style. But there's nothing wrong with them or anything. It's just that's how it goes with any sort of teaching. There's always gonna be someone that teaches something. It's just all personality. So there's no one this versus that. I think Zach puts out very detailed, thorough information. It always goes back to like some historical event, very well like laid out, thought out. That's why I think his information is very like always worth watching every single time. It's just very good, really good guy putting out really good information. And likewise, Derek, everyone else putting out his information. Derek made this calculator. He streams too. And the thing is, there's a lot of people. I put in my description all the people I know. Savage84, he had this prediction showing you how he predicted this stuff. So that's information there. I know Measurable, Observable, Repeatable puts his information all the time. So there's really good people putting this stuff out, and I just think that as long as we continue just to work together, because the thing is, when we're divided, we're saying we're calling each other shills, not working together. That's exactly what this gang wants, because they don't do that. They will never do it to each other. So as long as they're together and we're divided, we're never going to go anywhere. So, we got to keep putting this out. Just keep being friends. And, I'm not forcing friendship. I like all of you guys. There's not a single person in the community I don't like. I like everyone. You guys are all great people. I like how you guys talk to me about things and comment and whatever. So, yeah, thanks, guys. Has there ever been an occurrence where I was wrong in my analysis? Yes, and I have videos on this channel. I have a video where I showed, I tried to call a UFC fight, I got that wrong. I think I got another, like a Super Bowl, not a Super Bowl pick, but like a hunch wrong. I mean, I have wrong predictions on this channel, and the videos are on this channel for you to see. But I get them right way more than I get them wrong. They do put a lot of dead ends, and they can throw you off. But I mean, I think today we just did it again. I mean, I just said they're going to have death numbers in the propaganda, and this refresh equals 1 query string should prove it. I mean, it shows you that it refreshed. It wasn't here before. It's brand new. It was by the numbers exactly how I said it was going to be. There's just no denying it this time, because you can say, I looked at things beforehand. I lie. I act like I saw it later, because you can be a skeptic and say these things. But the fact that we see it refresh, it all happened completely live. Now it's impossible to deny. You can say I got lucky, but I mean, you can't get lucky every single time. Adidas putting out some shit on September 3rd. So again, here's another prediction. Look for more Saturnian. I mean, I hate calling it prediction. I mean, what's there to predict? On 9/3, there's gonna be Saturnian rituals, of course. I just hope it's on a Saturday. I don't think it's on a Saturday though. It's on a Tuesday. But that means whenever it comes on a Saturday, look out then. It's going to be even bigger. There could even be a giant false flag. Saturn 119 today with 119 days remaining. But Saturn 40 to the reflection of 24. I mean, there can be some this year. Conspiracy 51, Federal 51, Donald 31. Donald Trump will definitely be in the propaganda. Donald 119, 31. It'll be Donald Trump ritual on September 3rd. But Adidas is doing something. I know Nike's, it's a Saturn company, but Adidas, let's see what they're doing. Adidas, okay, I'm trying to see their, I don't know their pattern. I've never looked at them. Like, it's a Floridian pattern. Florida has these 3 numbers, 38, 124, 43. So it's like death, killing type of thing. So you might want to look for them with that. Hey, Robert Rabogli, I'm glad you could join this, man. Yeah, Zach shouts me out all the time and links me all the time. That's very true. That's what I'm saying. We work together. Like, that's why Zach's for the cause. He's for the everything. That's why I always defend him, because it's just the truth. I mean, he's a really good guy putting out really good information. I think people just hear things, see things, and they just try to or maybe because Zach's just putting out so much information that people just think he's like in the know or something. But no, he's just a hard worker. Yeah, Zach gives me light all the time. He always shouts me out all the time. And even if he didn't, I mean, it's fine. Zach keeps putting out this information. To me, that's what matters the most. He keeps putting out this information. He keeps streaming. He keeps spreading the knowledge. That's what matters. And he already passed this on to a bunch of people. So even if Zach stopped, it's the fact that we have other people putting this out as well to continue this to go further. I think Zach's done his part at the end of the day in terms of spreading this stuff. I mean, I'm glad he keeps putting the information out, and I hope he does. But I don't think there should be much pressure for him too. I think he's done a whole lot. So one more time is Jesuit 78, Jesuit Order. So I'm gonna close. See, I've been saying it a billion times, and I just keep going. But now I'm gonna close. It's an hour and a half. Yeah, I guess more I gotta do tonight. So yeah, me and Zach could do a live stream together. I think I could even jump on. It might even be easier if I jump on his TFR live show. Like, just be one of the guests on there. I gotta maybe arrange that. But yeah, Zach puts out consistent patterns and he does everything perfectly, man. I think he's really good at putting this out. He used to be a teacher. I think he used to be a teacher. I think people gotta remember that. Like, he's naturally and trained to share this information very well. I was never a teacher. I'm trying to be a teacher, by doing stuff like this. I like teaching, but I was never a teacher by profession or by trade. I never, learned how to be a teacher. So, which is why I was probably being an ass earlier to this guy or something. But it's like, so, yep, Saturn 119. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep Sup? I see what you're saying, Miss Glitter Sparkles. Yeah, I know he gets Jonathan on. Jonathan's black. He's on the Wednesday all the time. Yeah, I'm impatient. You're right. I guess sometimes I yell, but I yell because I'm so passionate about this. That's really it. And also, all the deniers, man, say the same thing. Oh, I know the power of intent. I know the power of intent. I guess maybe not. I don't claim to know it on your level. I know you're definitely more versed in it, especially with your own way. How you've come across it. I believe in intent, action, like the whole secret stuff. Like it's not mumbo jumbo. It's all about like it's not just intent. It's that action. It's taking that action. That's so important. Because then you think like this channel now, I'm close to 5,000 subs. I just been putting out videos. I don't really advertise this channel. I just been putting out videos, and they took my channel down. I made it again. I just kept putting out videos. If they do this, they'll take this channel down. I'll just keep putting out videos. I just take action. That's all I just do because that's all I know how to do. Is take action. What do I think of DMT? You take it every weekend. Damn, you take it every weekend. It's interesting. So I mean, I don't have much of an opinion on DMT. Like I know what it does, and I understand how people like. I'm not against it if it like does. I've never taken it, so I don't have much of an opinion. Will I ever take it? Will I ever try it? Possibly, but I don't have much of an opinion for it, so I can't. I don't. I'm not educated to talk about it. Do I think? I mean, there's a reason why it's not like the government's not saying, "Hey, everyone take DMT." You taught for 23 years and in it for free. That's really cool, man. It's a lot of teaching. That'll make you a really strong person for sure. Thanks, Mr. Glitter Sparkles. I appreciate that. Yep, until the end, take action. So, speaking of which, I'm gonna stream again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. It might not be for as long, or it might be as long. I am looking forward to it. So yeah, let me just save some of this streaming energy for tomorrow. How did I get introduced to Gematria? I'll share this story. How I got introduced to Gematria, and then I'll close it out. So what happened was that what type of action do I take? I make videos. I tell people about this. I share Gematria whenever I can. I'm not afraid to share this knowledge with the people. That's my action. And there's more I could be taking. But the main thing is putting out videos. But how I found this, God bless you too, Dr. Savage. Have a good weekend. So how I found this knowledge is that I've always been into like researching like what's going on, like false flags and etc. And what I really wanted to do was find out more information about PSYOPs. And I was on YouTube one day back in 2016, just looking at YouTube PSYOPs, and Zach's video came out. This is before all the suppression, all the censorship was rampant, so you could search something and Zach's video would come up for something. And it came up for PSYOPs and said how they will put on PSYOPs, and that's when I first saw Gematria. And when I first saw this video, I wasn't like, this is cool, like let me like look more into it. I was immediately like, oh, okay, so this is how they do it. Because he showed how like Sonic equals 74. Gematria wasn't out by then. So, but he used another calculator. I think it was right in the Beast calculator. Masonic 74, he's showing Gematria 74, Jewish 74, English equals 74. He showed all that. And then he showed all the synchronicities, and I was like, okay. And then I knew how the Jews ran everything, so I've been hearing that thing like growing up. I even had family tell me these type of things. And, growing up, I was like, whatever, I didn't really care. But then, looking back now, it's like, okay. I even had them tell me about how the Jesuits were involved as well. Like, I've been hearing about these things for years. But I finally see this, and I knew that was the Jewish practice. I saw it all added up. So I was literally like, oh, this is how they do it. Like, cool. So I saw this next video, saw they're doing as well, and then there was history. And then, it took me, like, I didn't know everything right away. I watched a bunch of his videos, saw the patterns, and the first thing he really said was, go on CNN and apply the knowledge. Like, I saw a few videos, but then he just said, go on CNN and apply it in one of the videos. And that's what I did. That's what I literally did. That's how because he said, I don't want you to believe me. I want you to go see it yourself. And I wasn't even just blindly believing him. I was just already looking at it from a statistical mindset. I was like, hey, there's no way these things can like they could coincidentally add up, but then like he showed this pattern and that pattern and that pattern. It's like, hey, there's no way these can all just like sync up in this letter to the number system. It's just not mathematically possible for this to all be a accident. Again, it's just common sense. So then he said, I will never forget. It was their whole Recep Tayyip Erdogan propaganda bullshit going on with Turkey with the coup. Remember that? The 2016 Turkey coup? Turkey 10 coup. I remember this crap. This was like one of the first propaganda events I saw with these glasses on. So I went to CNN. I saw a headline about this, and then I decoded it. This is not the headline, but I decoded it, and it's something the same thing as Recep Tayyip Erdogan. And it was just unbelievable. Let me see if look up this guy. I'll show you who I'm talking about. But he's like the Turkish. I don't even remember. You know, I don't even remember half the shit. Recep. I don't even know. I mean, you get it. It's a coded name from the federal government. And here's the thing. Do you know what? How that sunk in for me is because of this. And even then, just looking back, I don't think it's because I thought his name was so unique, that it was so crazy. But looking back, it's like, I mean, it doesn't matter how unique sounding his name is or like how simple it is. It's just more so how like they got these numbers. But even then, I saw how his name was so unique. But the thing is, it kind of is sinking. It's not like I'm decoding one word or another word. I'm decoding some crazy name. And, no offense to a Turkish name. I'm not insulting the language or anything. But, to my English mind itself, it's a different name. I can't even pronounce it. And it equaled the same thing as the headline. It was like same exact like numbers. I didn't have the reverse ordinal back then. So I think it was like 191, 101. That's what the headline summed to, and it was about that. And that was right after Zach said, go on CNN. He said in his video, go on CNN, decode the headline and see. And I did, and it was that. And I was like, okay, well, there's no way this is an accident. Thanks a lot, Jay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things where I came in with like the right mindset. I think like, for example, Derek came in, he saw this knowledge. I think because Zach was decoding sports at the time when Derek saw it. And Derek's like, this is a bunch of bullshit. This is crap. But then, of course, he applied it and then saw how it worked. And the rest is history. You see what Derek's putting out now. Really good information. So it's like, I think like Derek kind of came in maybe with that. Man, I'm not speaking for him, but it's like maybe he saw like how this guy's trying to decode sports and the sports games or this particular thing. And, Derek just might have a different, approach than me. But me, I came in like literally like, okay, I know this gang's playing a bunch of bullshit. I know there's some crap's going on. There's false flags. I know ISIS is from the government. I knew about murder by numbers before as well, in terms of, not by numbers, sorry, but I knew about celebrity murder. Because remember, when Prince died, that was before I knew about Gematria, but I still never forget that day. When Prince died, they said on the TV, the first thing I told my dad was that they murdered him. That's because I knew that they murder these celebrities or they make them fake their deaths or something. That was obvious. I mean, celebrity death was just so simple. So, these things are, like, I was privy to a lot of the bullshit. I just wasn't privy to the Gematria. But that really was the piece that really then sealed it all for me. Yeah, Gematria was there a few years ago. And yeah, Sean, I'm glad you're a fellow Ohioan as well. It's really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I'll tell it again in the future if someone asks. If someone didn't catch the stream, I won't tell it so long-windedly. When was Gematria created? It's a newer, very old. It's a few years ago. Who was credited for inventing Gematria? Gematrinator. If by GM you mean Gematria, it's just an old practice, but by Gematrinator, his channel is Gematrinator 85. It used to be 64, but I think they took his old channel down. Well, no, I don't think they took his channel down. They did take his channel down. Of course. Of course they took his channel down. So Gematrinator 85, this is Derek. He built the calculator. He just released a video. He streams. He does a lot of streams now. He just streams really good information. Shows you how these are all rituals. He shows how they're all synced up with the eclipse, especially the one in 2017. But check out his channel. He built this calculator, puts out really good information, really good guy. Really, really like how he's putting out this research. Yeah, prior to the calculator, it was kind of like, it was just harder. You had to go to different sites. I mean, there was a point I programmed like my own calculator just to help. I put in like this site I had on my blog, I think. But then that with the Gematria. Thanks a lot, True Seeker. Glad you enjoyed the show. Yeah, the ciphers always exist. The first Gematria was done about 5,000 years ago. Yep. Thanks a lot, Jay, for filling them in. Yeah, Miss Mildred, right? Like when you first saw it, you're just like, yeah, this is. And I think it's just like it depends on like how you came in. Like I think Miss Mildred came in like just wanting to know what the hell's going on and how it's being happening, how it's operating, and you see it, you immediately see how it's like, okay, that's it. Yep. Since you're 12, good. Yeah, I'm glad at a young age, and it just shows me the youth need to know. The youth need to see what's going on. That it's just a bunch of crap. So thanks guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know this is dangerous. I'm about to refresh CNN. I should not, but they're probably not gonna talk anything new. It's the same. Good. It's the same thing. It's literally the same things. Perfect. That's good for me. Tomorrow there'll be new propaganda. We can talk about more things tomorrow. I'm talking to myself, by the way. I'm like telling myself, close the stream, go do something else for Saturday. You have plenty of things you have to do. You're gonna regret, because I'm not gonna regret sitting here this long. I'm not, but you know, it's one of those things where you sit here for 5 hours, and I'm like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have sat for 5 hours. Yeah. Oh, you gotta go see Zenith has to go too. I'm gonna go. They live, we sleep. What is the channel name? What's channel name? Zach says Gematria Effects News. I'll pull his up. And Zach puts up videos and content all the time. That's why he's like the repository of information. His blog, Free to Find Truth, has all the information. He has a book. He has a channel. Or if they take this down, he's gonna just put up. Well, I'm not speaking for what he's gonna do, because again, he's been putting out so much. If he wants to take a break for a year, you know, I think he deserves it. But you can expect him to put up more videos. If they take his channel down, you can expect more videos on this channel. Plenty of blog posts. You know, it's just so much information. You can search. That's why I say all these times, you can search these patterns. You can search, you know, death 228. You can literally do that and see how many times you put 228 with death. You know, with William Jefferson Blythe Jr. This is Bill Clinton's father. Bill Clinton's not really Clinton. Clinton equals 33. You know, died on date with 228 days leaving in a year. Death 228, and you can go all the way down. Look how small the scroll bar is. You can spend days and hours and weeks seeing all these patterns. That's when there's no excuse seeing what's not going on. Well documented. Gematrinator has a blog as well. Jay Palin, who's in the chat, gematria.codes. Another blog with these patterns. So you just have to just learn how to research, use what your resources you have. See Eclipse Club, mass shootings in the U.S. Derek showing how these are all synced up by the eclipse. Princess Anne 137, El Paso, Texas 137. See, color-coded, clearly laid out. You can study this and see how it's working. Don't forget Dayton, Ohio 102, or Dayton OH 102, like Tornado. Like, I have a video all about the 102, how they did that by the numbers as well. And then one last, you know, well, not one last. Again, the thing about naming things, I just hate when I miss things, you know, because there's so many people, like, Conspiracy has this Gematria database. There's so many people putting out good things, you know, when it's on top of my head, I'll mention it, but I link these things in my description. Zach links them in his blog. You know, plenty, you know, look. Nice, Jay. See, Glass. Always the same themes and motives inside what they're doing. Always the symbolic stuff. M. Night Shyamalan, an actor for the Freemasons, doing what they're supposed to do. You know, of course, and then if you're spoilers, he lets you know, so you don't have to worry about it if you want to watch this later or whatever. So, you know, plenty of resources. There's just no point denying anymore. You're welcome to Bombaclat. Oh, welcome, Dwayne. You're late again. Oh my goodness, Dwayne. I'm literally just about to end the stream. But Dwayne, I'm streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, Dwayne. Search the X blog for my name's numbers. $82, $55. I mean, if you search this blog for 82, you just get a whole lot of things with 82. You won't be too specific. If you want to see 82, though, you can. But, you know, I really do got to wrap this up. since Dwayne jumped in, I'll do one little example. But you can do sort by date, you can sort by the most recent. And Cedric Benson, remember he died at 36, Buckeye 36, played for the Bengals mainly. Motorcycle accident, Bavarian Illuminati. And this was the day before what we're talking about, that there will be a Bavarian Illuminati ritual on this day. And you see how this happened on 818/8. Motorcycle accident, Bavarian Illuminati. At least that's when they're reporting it. I think it happened earlier, but they're reporting it then. Or vice versa, or it happened then, they're reporting it. Oh yeah, he died 17th, reporting it the 18th. That's what happened. And they do this all the time. So, Minivan 82, my name equals 82, if you want to see that. I think Minivan also equals 55. Yeah, Minivan equals 82 and 55 like Chigozi. So you can even do that. Oh, what words equal like what Chigozi equals? 82, 55, Minivan. I mean, I don't know if you're doing some organic research. I mean, I can't tell you how you're researching or assume what your research is for. But if this is what type of research you're doing for whatever you're doing, you can do that too. So that's actually pretty good you brought that up. M. Night Scam-A-Lot. Exactly. Yep, Derek Curry. Yeah, guys, if you like my videos, it proliferates more through, like, more people watch it and you spread the knowledge. That's the thing, if you want to help spread this, all you gotta do is like my videos and then more people will watch them. Yeah. Oh, 33 times. I probably did say 33 times. Now it's probably like 34. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream. Dwayne, I am sorry you joined late, but I am going to do this again tomorrow. Oh, but this is really easy to see. Formula. So, and another race car driver. Zach just did one on Jesse Combs. Now we have Antoine Huber. We're just gonna look for the death. This will be really easy to do because we'll look for the death, killing, murder, sacrifice numbers. You know how it goes. Let's look some French actor. I mean, that may not be French. It could be Swiss. And I could just be saying he's French. Like I already made that mistake, or Swedish or something. I already did that once. It was some Swedish person. I thought it was French or something, but
the world of motorsport in morning. This following up.
Death equals 52. Death 52. It's a numbers for death all day long. Oh man, I know you're probably like, damn. I thought you were done with the stream. I feel bad for people who already left, because I feel bad saying I'm going to end the stream. They'll leave, but we're going to do this really, really quickly. Death 52. Reversing with the EP exception, because E is 22 when you reverse. You don't need to reduce it. 52-second video. I don't want to lose this. Okay, we're going to find this again. There's so much propaganda open. It's the problem sometimes. We're gonna start over. Oh, see that 9:42? I just closed it. You might have missed it, but if you watched the stream, it was 9:42. They had that last update time. Saturn 42, Jesuit 42, 9:42, 5:29, Maison 29. If this guy's French, France equals 29. But this is Belgium. But that's what I'm saying. In Belgium, they have like French-speaking people and all this type of stuff. So like, and this is the French language. This guy's 22. That is 6:45. Ritual 45. Saturn 69. 4 plus 5 is 9. Let's see when this all happens. This is a murder by numbers. We're gonna do this in record time, and this be done. France is involved in this still, though. I'm sure this is some French-related event. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry 127. Also think about the 27 Club, or 127. F1, F's the 6th letter. F1, 61 to 18th prime. Killing 74. Hubert 29. See at Uber. It's Uber, I'm sure. But fuck that. I can't. I'm the worst French-speaking person you ever meet in your life, guaranteed. But here at 5:29, to update this, murder by numbers ritual, his last name equals 29. And again, 74:29. This is a France-branded event. I mean, now that at this point, let's just use this pattern. That's why I'm trying to say France a lot because this is a pattern here, and that's why you can see 34, 29, 47. His name equals 34, 29, 74 deflection. It's just so simple every single time. Don't forget, Haiti. Haiti is colonized by France. 34, 29, 47, 88, like Hubert, same exact thing. Hubert. And then you get Ohio. Just let you know it's all Masonic. That's why I'm doing this. Masonic, 74, 29, Ohio, 47, 29, 43 deflection of 34, 115. It's that pattern right here. That's why at 529. And I saw this French name. That's why I was trying to make it work in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Okay, French name. I see this 29. I just want to say it. But then it's Belgium. France was involved in the crash. I'm just trying to point the pattern. You know what I mean? I use these patterns as like stilts, as like ways to like solidify why they have this 29 here, why his name equals that. And again, it could have something to do with the history of France and whatever. His full name, 86, like blood sacrifice. That's his first name. And then Antoine Hubert. 74. 218? Are we really ending the stream with another death and his name equals 218? This has to be the best stream I've ever done. And it has nothing to do with what I did. It's clearly how they're coding the propaganda today. I'm so glad we're all seeing this live. And I just feel bad for anyone who left or had to leave, but that's fine. Maybe they'll see this, and I think I'll just tell them later. I'll tell them in a comment. I'll let them know what we saw. His name equals 218, and if anyone just joined, we'll redo all of it then, and we can actually close. This is worth going this far. His name equals 218, like death in English extended. Mary Tyler Moore died, Valerie. You know, the woman from Mary Tyler Moore show died 218 days from Mary Tyler Moore's birthday. We had Valerie, whatever her name, dying now. See, Mary Tyler Moore, January 25th. Valerie Harper, there we go. The actress, dying 218 days from the anniversary of Mary Tyler Moore. We had the 2-minute 18-second video in this piece of propaganda. We had the 2-minute 18-second video in this Texas shooting. The Texas and this death, Coco, not death, but Coco ending. I said that pattern's gonna be here. It's 2-minute 18 video there, 2-minute 18 video there, 218. The guy's name equals 218, and then there was another 218 as well. I just can't remember. I mean, there's been so many 218s this video. It's just too much. Later, Robert. I'm so glad you guys saw this. Anyone's leaving, so glad you just saw this example. What a good way to end. 1 p.m. Ohio time. Yep. Never leave until the end credits. I guess it's true. And I feel bad for just trolling people, but guys, I really am trying to end the stream. It's just, I'm addicted to the propaganda. I mean, it's an addiction. But I guess it's a healthy addiction because it's not like I had like some pressing thing I had to do that if I didn't do, shit falls apart. You know what I mean? Like it's a Saturday, it's Memorial Day weekend. Or no. They're all slave fucking holidays from the stupid bullshit federal government. Anyway, Memorial Day, Labor Day, is go out, be a slave, eat your food burnt in the grill, get your cancer, and not from the food in the grill, it's from all the brown black crust that you put in the meat. But that's for another day. But 218. I mean, you guys all just saw it. Yeah, please check out Zenith the Alpha America's channel. Paul VI. Yeah, Paul VI. There you go. Paul VI died on the 218th day. No, died on date with. No, yeah, he died on the 218th day of the year, right, Zenith? Paul VI died on the 218th day of the year as well. I mean, it's just too much. Please check out Zenith the Alpha America's channel. Put some really good information as well. So now I think we can all walk away. That was fucking perfect. But I did want to say how many days from his birthday he died, though. He has to be on the. There you go. Look at him. He's on the Wikipedia. We got to do this. September 22nd, 1996. Damn, he's younger than me. He's a kid. Guys that kill these little babies. This is bullshit. He's only 22. Murdered by the government. Or faked his death. I think they probably murdered him. 22 the master building number. Unbelievable. See when he died, or his birthday, September 22nd, 96. He was born today with 38 numerology. Death, killing, murder, 38. Jesus Christ, 146. All these murder rituals, a lot of them sync up with Jesus Christ. So he was born today with 146 numerology. Society of Jesus, 56. Think about how, right now we have the 266th Pope. He's born on the 266th day of the year. So now we have to see how many days from the day he died, which is today, from Pope Francis' birthday. Pope Francis born December 17th. We have to see it. Like, we have to do these things. It's part of the propaganda addiction. Like, I'm sorry. It just has to come with it. 108 days, 15 weeks and 3 days. Jesuit Order 153. Jesuit Order 153 from the guys. The 266th Pope is the first openly Jesuit Pope, and this guy's born the 266th day of the year. And from the day he died to the Pope's upcoming birthday is 15 weeks and 3 days. Jesuit Order 153. He's dying on a Saturday for a Jesuit Order ritual, as they always have. What the fuck? I mean, this is such coded nonsense. It's also the 17th triangle number, kills 17. 3 months, 17 days, the 66 prime number. Revelation, the 66th book of the King James Bible, which is 66 books long. Text is 66. They're participating today. Wow. Now we gotta do from today to his upcoming birthday. This is just blowing my mind. 22 days. He dies at 22 days. 22 days from his upcoming birthday. By the numbers. There's a ritual here with this 22. I'm just not saying. I know it's the Master Builder number. There just might be more. Maybe Formula 1. I don't know. I don't have it right now. Oh, there we go. F1 22. F1 equals 22. Reversing the alphabetical order. Coded rituals all the time. This is why we can't end the stream. It's just these propaganda rituals floating around. Or there'll be some murder by numbers like this floating around. And we have to decode it, and it's just so clear. He dies at 22. 22 days from his upcoming 23rd birthday, or span 23 days from upcoming 23rd birthday. He's born at 22nd. He dies at 22. 22 days from his upcoming birthday. F1 equals 22, reverse in alphabetical order. And we find this on the fly. It's not pre-planned. Just to emphasize that these are so in your face. My mind is just completely shattered right now. I have to end. Do I have a call-in number? I do not have a call-in number. Maybe I'll get that set up. I can't say maybe by tomorrow. But I can figure it out. And maybe if I can stream by next week, just to be safe. But I don't have one now. Right? Too much match up. We're all seeing this. I mean, okay. Enough people have witnessed this. And that also indicates I should close the stream. I feel because you guys have stuff you want to do tonight as well. I'm glad I was able to be part of Saturday night, and and we can enjoy this. Got 86 on 8/6. Who did? Oh, Paul the Sixth. Yes, that's the 218th day of the year. Death 218. Yeah, Google Hangouts dialer. I'll look into that. Maybe by tomorrow I can get it up. But no promises, because I might be, not be able to get it or something. All right, Sean. Glad you'll be here. So yeah, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll stream again. It probably won't be as long. It might be for 30 minutes to an hour. But I'm glad we could do this. This was great. Man. So this guy, if anyone wants to take away from this whole stream, hopefully, I know Zach's really going to put out Murder by Numbers. Hopefully Zach will see this guy's death maybe and do a video, because I want to see his take on it too. But by the numbers, F122, born on the 22nd, dying at 22 days from his birthday, and then everything else we saw on top of that. Dying on date with Jesuit numerology, Jesuit 78. Today's date with 78 numerology, 15 weeks and 3 days from the Pope's birthday. Jesuit Order 153, and this kid is born on the 26th day of the year, going back to the 26th Pope. See that super clearly. So it's just murder by numbers. All right, so now it's finally time to. Google Hangout doesn't work. Oh yeah, they changed it. Well, I'll figure. I know they have Google number. I can make a new Google number or something. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Like tying my phone to a Google number. And then using that number, someone can call in. And then maybe that might not work. Maybe I can't get it to go with my stream, you know what I mean? So we'll figure it out. If not by tomorrow, maybe by next week. You're welcome, Big Mama loves you. Thank you all for tuning in. Yep, YouTube censorship. Nice. Age 22, turn 22nd, 44 killing nice. All this 22s is that nice 44 connection. It's true. So I finally opened OBS. I'm going to click stop streaming. But we'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern.